Good morning, 819S. It's a hot one again, but I think that this might be one of the last few hot days unless the forecast changes. Today and tomorrow are both supposed to have highs of the 34, and moving forward, the rain's going to come and it's really going to pull those temperatures down. The lows are going to be in the high teens later this week and next week, so I think that's going to be refreshing for a lot of people. Today, I want to talk about toy engines or model engines. I saw on my social media feeds people making these like little rotary engine models, and I think they're really made for or designed to be used in RC cars or RC vehicles. And I think they're kind of interesting because when I was young, I built it was an all plastic, I think it was called Visible V8. It was basically a model of a V8 engine that didn't actually have any gasoline or anything like that, but you could push a button that would spin an electric motor that would make all the internal components move, so you could see the pistons going up and down, the valves opening and closing. There were lights that showed when the spark plugs would fire, and yeah, it was so fun. I actually saw the same Visible V8 plastic model in Costco earlier this year, or maybe end of last year, and I sincerely wanted to buy it again, if for no other reason, just out of nostalgia. But yeah, and in my social media feeds these days, there's basically a rotary engine that runs nitro that can actually run. It's got a ignition system, it has a oil pump, it has a cooling system. It looks like something that I would have been really, really into when I was young, and it's something I'm kind of into still now. But then I looked at the price, and it's like $600 for the rotary, $900 for like a V4, or sorry, not a V4, an inline 4 engine. The prices are kind of, obviously it's a running engine, so they should be kind of expensive, but I think the prices are more expensive than I had imagined. Then it got me to thinking, if you want to have some kind of engine project like that where you take apart or build an engine, would it be better to buy a model kit like that, or would you be better off spending would you be better off spending a minimal amount on like an old scooter or an old motorcycle? Rotary engines, you couldn't get a cheap one like that, I think, but for a regular combustion engine, find an old scooter or an old, basket case motorcycle, and then you can take apart the whole engine and rebuild it, and you have an actual functional thing. Well, I guess if I were a kid and my parents had the budget for that, and I was into making engines, I think the toy would definitely be the better way to go, because it gives you the basics of how these things work without having any real risk or consequence. And if I were an adult, I think I'd rather take a life-size real world bike, but it also raises the stakes a little bit. Anyways, do you like taking apart engines? Do you like building stuff like that? For me, I think riding is the number one point of motorcycles. Number two is definitely the mechanics and the way that things work. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's all I really want to say today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Get out there and ride before the rain hits, and ride safe.